I turned 39 last week, my wife Laura is 36, and my stepson Ethan just hit 17 back in August. I have to get this off my chest because what unfolded had been simmering for nearly 3 years, and I had been mentally prepared for it the whole time. Laura and I matched on a dating app 4 years ago. She already had Ethan from an earlier relationship. His biological father vanished when Ethan was barely 2, never sent a dime, never called, never showed up. When we first started seeing each other, Laura was working part-time at a clothing store and renting a tiny 2-bedroom apartment. Ethan was 13, a quiet kid who didn't talk much. He seemed okay with me in the beginning. I run a small digital marketing consultancy that does solid numbers, nothing flashy, but it keeps me comfortable. I bought my house at 29 and paid it off aggressively. 4 bedrooms, quiet suburb, excellent school district. We got married a year after we met. I really believed we were creating something genuine. Laura quit her retail job about 7 months after the wedding, saying the commute was draining her, and she wanted to focus on turning the house into a proper home. I was fine with that. Ethan started calling me Mark instead of anything that implied a parental role, which I respected. I never pushed to replace his dad. I helped with algebra, drove him to basketball practice, paid for every expense. Tuition, clothes, phone, the whole gaming rig in his room, everything. The change crept in roughly 2 years ago. Ethan began making little digs about how his real dad wouldn't enforce chores, wouldn't set screen time limits, wouldn't make him earn things. His real dad would have already bought him a Mustang for his 16th birthday. I'd calmly remind him that his real dad wasn't around to do any of those things. Laura would immediately jump in and scold me for being insensitive and hurting his feelings about abandonment. She said I needed to be the adult and show more patience. The digs turned into full-blown contempt. Ethan started posting TikToks and Instagram reels about how tough it was to live with a guy who wasn't his actual father. He'd film videos complaining about house rules and caption them, living in a fake family, or when your mom marries an ATM. Laura would watch them and laugh so hard she'd cry. She'd forward them to her group chat with heart eye and crying laughing emojis. Last Thanksgiving, right in front of Laura's parents and her younger sister, Ethan announced at the table that he couldn't wait until he was 18 so he could finally move out and stop pretending I was anything close to family. Laura just smiled softly like it was cute. Her mom told me I needed to pick my battles with teenagers. Her sister said boys need space and I was probably too strict. I finished my turkey in silence while they all debated my shortcomings as a step-parent. After that night, I started paying real attention. Not emotional attention, cold, clinical attention. Laura had stopped contributing a single dollar to the household years earlier. Yet Amazon packages arrived almost daily. Clothes, throw pillows, random kitchen appliances she used once. Ethan got a brand new high-end gaming laptop last Christmas, $2,300 after tax. I paid. He unboxed it live on stream and told his audience, "Mom surprised me with this beast." I saw everything. Every eye roll when I walked into a room. Every time Ethan filmed me doing ordinary dad stuff and turned it into mockery. Every time Laura liked and commented, "I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below."